especially for Tahira. Cause she gets what she wants, yeah. Cause she's different from the mother. And she opens up her closet, it's just filled up with designer clothes. If you want to discover fashion, Tahira, she the girl can make it happen, yeah. First name Tahira, shake it like Shakira. How could I say this any clearer? She sweetie, sweetie, sweetie. Must say your body fine, my girl, honey, dreamy, dreamy, dreamy.
Hey guys, and welcome back to Discover Fashion and Entertainment. I'm your host, Ira Charles. Thank you so much for joining me for yet another episode. I want to say a special thank you to my official water boutique, Hot Chocolate Boutique, located upstairs in Bristol Mall in St. George's. So be sure to check her out. We got some new stocks for you, so check her out. Today, I will be chatting with two creative minds. I should say two masterminds in the music industry. They are responsible for the production of some of our favorite hit songs. They have rhythms like the Dennis rhythm, the Station X rhythm, the Astro Flare rhythm. So many, guys. When we get back, I will introduce to you the minds behind Impulse Production. Stay tuned.
Sweetie, sweetie, sweetie. Must say your body fine, my girl, honey, dreamy, dreamy, dreamy.
Welcome back, guys. So today I am here with two great minds in the entertainment industry, Edison and Javon, the masterminds behind Impulse Production. How are you guys doing?
We're doing great.
How is the season shaping up for you guys?
Well, I think this is the time when we do a lot of underground work, you could say. So I would say it's going very productive. Hopefully soon you guys will get to see the results. Yeah.
How are you doing, Edison?
I'm fine, thank you. All is well. Can't complain.
Nice. So tell us a little bit about yourselves. Let's start off with Edison.
Well, my name Edison Lakwahapa, also known as Impulse. I am hardworking. I love music, and in what I do, I put everything best foot forward for my overall happiness.
Javon?
Yes, my name is Javon Langang. I'm originally from the West Side. Of course, I'm very passionate when it comes to music as well too. Um, I think it's part of me. I think this is something I'll be doing until the day I go. So it means that much to me. It's the most fulfilling thing. So if you want to know anything about me for sure, just know I'm the guy who's always in the music, almost every angle of it. Yeah.
Nice. How did you guys start producing music? And what motivated you to keep at it?
Well, firstly, we started as in school, foundation from the roots, where we were part of a group. It was three guys. Unfortunately, one of the guys, he's not with us. He took a different path, which is Elon Cambridge. And firstly, the group was called ESA, which is like Eclipse Swipe and Avani. That's what we originally used to go by. And then we decide like we will get ourselves more involved, where we go on to the journey of producing an album along with John Bastide. It's a guy that, kind of paved the way for us. He gave us opportunity. He gave us our start, really thanks to that. Greatly appreciated. And then we decide to open a studio and, just work our way up with not only working on music for ourselves, but to provide a service to people who may be interested in doing music.
And what are some of the challenges that you face opening the studio? Because I know it's never easy.
Well, I think to start off, just like starting off any other business, the investment is one of the most important things. Yeah, thank God that we have this place here. This place used to be an office, a storeroom as well too. But it was converted to the studio. Of course we have to start small as usual. Regular custom-made speakers. The place was never painted up like this. Never had all these kind of room treatment and that kind of stuff. But over time, as you start to get more deeply involved, just like as you start any business, you keep investing and keep investing until you reach, where you want to be. Yeah.
Nice. And who came up with the name Impulse?
That name Impulse, that was by me. That story was based on trying to get a name for our group, right? You know, you're going by Eclipse Swipe and Avani was trying to get something more official, you know, something more up to standard, you could say. And that was one of the options that I provided, I remember, with the boys. But then one of them said, I think it was you and Joan said, you know, that was some good for album.
Album, true.
You know, because during that time when you were young, we were in 2012, we were working on an album. Three of us with Joan Bastide. And so we didn't go through with the album completely, you know. It's something you could say is like one of our gems, hidden gems that we have there, that album that we keep there. We have some of the songs there. But upon creating that studio and deciding to provide that service to people, we decided, you know, the name Impulse, it's gonna stick out because Impulse is a message, right? And if you deal with biology and so forth, you're gonna, you know that impulse is an electronic message that is sent to the brain, you know. So if you trace that all back to music, also the logo as well too. That signifies a waveform. All of those you could call it impulses, right? If you watch I don't remember the name of the machine in the hospital, just to signify a heart rate. It's similar to this as well too in the logo. So, you know, we try to send a message out there to people, you know what I mean? And we're gonna do it through music. So that's why the name, everything just meshed together. Thank God, it meshed together, and so we have that name there, and we decided we're gonna stick with it for the entire brand.
That was very creative. That's nice. Do you remember the first production that you did? Was it a soca, dancehall, R&B?
You mean in terms of creating a beat or a song?
Yes, the song first.
Okay, well, the first song that we did officially as Impulse under the Impulse brand. Of course, it's an unreleased project as well too. But remember that track with Elon? I think it was an R&B at the time. Three of us were supposed to be on it. I made the beat. Yeah, but that's just another one of them hidden gems, like the Lost Files relics, you know, that we have in the storeroom. But that was one of the beats of R&B. That was the first actual song we produced. The first beat I made, however, was a dancehall beat, and trust me, it's really embarrassing to work on this. But yeah, upon that, you have to learn. You know, you have to keep going at it because your first isn't going to be your best. It's a guarantee.
Exactly.
It's never going to be your best. So you just have to keep going and keep going and keep going. And so we happy with the fact that we now have products that we could say, okay, you know, I love to hear this. I could go and sleep listening to this. No matter how much time pass, how much years pass, I could go back and listen to this and still feel the same way I was feeling before. You know, so we reach up to that point, you know. Of course, we start from somewhere.
True. Yeah.
Nice. And what was your first soca production? Do you remember?
That would be the Zoom Rhythm. And we actually made that in college.
Yeah, that was
Oh.
College, yeah.
And how did you guys feel the first time hearing that song on the radio, or what was the feeling like?
Well, for us, it was like amazing. At the moment, you know, you hear your song on the radio, let's say, from one of the stations, and then you hear it on other stations, and then you would hear it in the buses. And, you know, it bring like warm, like happiness that we are actually reaching somewhere within the music industry.
Yeah, I think like one of the best fulfilling things about producing is just letting your stuff be recognized. And I think, you know, that's something that everybody wants, you know what I mean, when it comes to music. You have something, you have a talent, you have a gift, or you're just working on something, you just want people to receive it. And so, you know, when we first hear people, you know, vibing out to it, or you see, you know, it's gonna play somewhere, you see somebody head moving, just the little things, you know, it shows that okay, yes, we're reaching somewhere. Then afterwards, you know, your head gonna try and go for more. You wanna try and be better, you're trying to get better reactions. And so I think like every year after that, things I had to just upgrade with upgrade with the reactions and so forth. You know, I remember Lead Neck on the rhythm, Slider on the rhythm, shout out to them. Alma Boy as well too. Partner from Trinidad, bro.
Really?
Yeah.
OC7.
OC, yeah.
Pretty brother.
Yeah. So that was the first official rhythm we started. We was working on it, you know, because after our class, you know, me and so I would meet over at the technical area on the benches, and we going in the rhythm, trying to build it up. Of course, we meet go in the studio afterwards and try and work on it. You know what I mean? So it's something that we always kept going at it and going at it and going at it, you know, no matter where you are. And that's one of the nicest things about technology right now. Wherever you are, just pull up your laptop onto your headphone. You could be creative. You could do anything, you know. If an idea come to you, I remember seeing an interview with Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson used to make songs anywhere, literally anywhere. He has his record on him everywhere you go. He's in the plane with him, you know, making like songs and you know the regular, yeah, regular style. And then from that creative wave, you transfer it over into the studio. You make music outside. That's one of the best things about our time now in technology, that we could literally, if something come in your spirit right now, throw it down in your phone. Next up, you go at it at the computer or whatever you're using. You know. I used to be making beats in church, literally after church done, right? I used to be by the keyboard. As soon as service done, some idea hitting me in my head, going on the keyboard and I playing a style. I trying to remember it. I will ask somebody for the phone. Them times I didn't really have, a proper phone like that. Ask somebody for phone, record it. Or if I just try hard enough to not get distracted, keep the melody in my head until I reach home. And then, try and put it down on the computer. So yeah. That's the idea behind, So, these rhythms I know that and so forth that we're making right now, it stems from those kind of humble beginnings, and we're thankful to, those guys on that rhythm who help us, give us the encouragement to say, okay, we start, we're going to continue. So you want to shout out to them as well too. If you miss out anybody, shout out to you too on that Zumba rhythm. If you haven't heard the Zumba rhythm, of course, make sure and check it out.
And that leads to my next question. How do you guys build contacts for your clients?
Well, we do that through networking.
Okay.
So what we do is like reach out to the artist's social media, being it email, and what we will do is like send demos of, let's say, beat we produce, send it to them, and give it to them like their vibes, and then they will give us our feedback whether they want to be on the project, and then we will compile, let's say, do recording session, compile all the songs together, and take it from there.
Nice. Now, if you can choose one word just to describe your experience working as a music producer so far, what word would that be?
I would say fulfilling. To me, fulfillment in life is one of the most important things you could get out of life right now. Whatever you could find that makes life fulfilling to you, just go ahead and do it. So that's my word for it. What's your one?
I would say growth. Growth, yeah. Because in everything we do, we start somewhere, and in Buzz Production on a whole, we are still growing. And
of course.
And what is your biggest production so far? I like the Astro Rhythm, but that may not be. But for you guys, what do you think is the biggest production so far?
Well, success-wise, you could say it's definitely the Station X Rhythm. Yeah, that's 2019, isn't it?
Dash is on that?
That's right. What happened? Yeah, we're talking. That's it. Yeah, what happened? And the boy just going with the bunks, and going with the vibes.
Yeah.
As of Sunday, right?
yeah, Sunday. The song we amassed 1 million views. It's actually our first production that's amassed 1 million views. Big up to Trinidad Ghost on that. And actually, there's a second song as well that is behind him above to get the 1 million views as well, which is Khalifa, Strip It Girl.
Yeah.
Congrats.
That's like a very big milestone for us. To be honest, we never anticipated like it happen this soon. You're thinking, okay, more years, more work, and then it would happen. But we're thankful to God and just thankful for everybody who've been listening and vibing it out in different countries and so forth. Everybody who've been enjoying it. So, and we're learning from that, because the Station X rhythm is a rhythm. It was an experiment.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's an experiment because I don't believe that in Grenada we have any rhythm or songs like the Station X rhythm, that kind of vibe, right? It has its influences from hip hop as well too. It has that kind of vibe in it as well too, and we more accustomed to the gritty and more aggressive and raw song in soca. With of course the street soca with the pace and so forth. So we decided, you know what, let's try something a little bit different and try and catch on as much markets as possible. Not only just Grenada, but to take the product further and let them know that it is from, the spice pure Grenada. Yeah. So, you're all thankful for that. So far, the station next to them is almost successful, and we're hoping to shoot even further.
Right. How easy it is for you guys to build a rhythm?
Well, it all depends. We will say like sometimes we start a rhythm because we work together in a way that we start it, and not every time you'll be able to finish. Sometimes you'll have to go back. Sometimes you can build a rhythm within, let's say, 3 minutes, 4 minutes. It can take years. Just to give an example, like the Astro Flare rhythm took us like 6 years to complete.
Oof.
Yeah.
But it's worth it. It's worth it.
Thank you. Yeah, a lot of people, I'm amazed by it, I'll be honest. I'm amazed by it. A lot of people are able to, say, listen, I made a beat in 15 minutes and finish. But, for me personally, that I would say that's impossible. To me, making a beat is a journey, right? You start on a path, then you treat it like a plant.
Right.
Throw it in the ground, you start to water it until it grows to, and start to produce fruit and so forth, right? So, it's something that a timely process. I think all the rhythms that we've dropped so far is not rhythms that we could say, okay, we made it in that day, and we're not going back in it. We're not going back in it. We could
always go back.
always must go back in it. When the vocals come in, you go back. I would say the quickest rhythm that we didn't have to do as much work with was the old slugger rhythm. Old slugger rhythm. I think all I had to add in was a little bit more percussions, and that was it.
True. Because what we do, like all the rhythms we started making from the old slugger go up, we included that formula which we call a trap infused formula. That's where we use that element, and even today, that's what we use in our beats or productions.
Yeah.
Now, what are some of the songs that you guys produce that a lot of Grenadians may not know it was impulse production?
Ghost Rhythm. I personally don't remember the songs too well. But the Nasty Jab Rhythm, that's one where we put our all into that production. I mean, just like the same kind of energy that we gave the Zumba Rhythm, we also gave the Nasty Jab Rhythm that one. I remember, Swipe came to me with that beat. That wasn't during college too. That was after, right after college, right after college as well too, right? And artists, we had Jab King.
We had Lava Man.
Yeah, Lava Man, Jab King.
And we had Hoopa Lindy.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah.
we had Libra.
Libra. Yeah, as well too. I don't know. I think the people from the south side would be very familiar with Jab King's song on it. His lawyers, his doctors and teachers.
Okay,
It's them
yes.
with us play Jab. Them with us play Jab.
Okay, I didn't know that. I didn't know that.
Yeah. We have the Adobe rhythm as well too, with yeah, Jab Loving and Caring. We had Muzzy on it. We had Temptress as well too.
Temptress as
Ants,
well,
Ants,
yeah.
yeah. The song called Ants as well too. Well, I don't know. I'm sure everybody should know by now about the Dennis rhythm.
Yeah.
I would say to everybody, please, check out the rhythm fully as well too, because we're excited about the other songs on it as well. Very excited. Big up to Temptress and Dino the range as well too. And I don't have. We're very proud of that the success that they have achieved with it. Because it's amazing to see we dropped that rhythm so long ago, in our opinion, and then we just started to see our energy spiking up with it. And we started to see this year, especially how it started to penetrate the markets in Trinidad and in America and Canada and England, and people, the feeling that you get, right? That's something as a feeling that you get when the rhythm come on, and you start to hear impulse. I don't wow, I tell you, what I mean? It's like you're just waking up. I remember my first time like actually just taking in the rhythm in a session, right? I was just chilling, and then two Tuesday thing just come on. And I don't know, it's just like you wake up, everybody just decide, and watch around, everybody just decide, nah, boy, they start to run to this, like run to the speakers on them and started taking the mass. We started to see videos this year as well too, people playing the mass as well too with the song, and the reaction just been insane to us. So I wanna big up Tempest and them on the rhythm. Check out the other artists on that rhythm as well as them other rhythms too. We've been very excited about it, Dennis rhythm. We happy that it reached to the level that it was on because we was worried about it. You remember we dropped it, and then you know, we saw the reaction was like, okay, the rhythm sound cool. But little did we know over time, just shoot up. You know what I mean? So we really happy for and appreciate that. You know, thanks everybody who been supporting them. I saw like Temptress song and Dino song they blew up with memes. I just started to take off as well too. You know, everything, you know, have a little post, I don't have, and the video they did and so forth. So they did very well on that rhythm. So you wanna big them up and big up everybody else on it as well too.
Nice. Where do you see Impulse Production in the next 5 years?
For us, we're still growing, but in the next 5 years, we're hoping to have Impulse Production not only just doing music, but we would like to branch out into different businesses. Currently, we have a small businesses which is like a variety shop where we sell clothes, foodstuff, shoes, and
nice.
we do online shopping for people. So like Impulse Production is going to be like our main brand. And then under it, we're going to have like Impulse Sales and other businesses.
Nice. Congrats.
That's the idea. We want to go deeper into music as well too. You know, we see ourselves going deeper in the entertainment industry as well too. You know, so is you know we're just trying to work harder right now, put in the groundwork. You know, and hope that soon, you know, we reach where we want to be fully. You know.
Yes. I wish you guys all the best.
Thank you.
Is there any other information that you would like to share with the public? How they can get in touch with you if young artists is looking on and they want to work with you guys? How can they get in touch?
Yeah, sure. Well, currently for us, we not only just doing production and offering a service, we actually have artists that are signed under us. We have Temptress, we have Chis, and we have Deno. And right now, it's going to be building over time. So let's say every year we might see someone with young talent and want to do music. We're going to sign and just help them and take it from there.
That's nice.
That's a plan we have with them, and also something that we want, you know, the public to know as well too, that in post production we do not only do soca music, right? We do almost all genres of music. So if you're an artist, you want to, you know, you want to break out into the industry and you're looking for production, of course, you know, feel free to check us out. Just look us up on Facebook, Impulse Greens, or, you know, of course, you'll lead our information with you as well, too. So, you know, feel free and let us, you know, I mean, build up the industry in Grenada because I think Grenada needs more music, you know, I mean, we yet to have the Bob Marley of Grenada, the Michael Jackson of Grenada. We yet to have that person. So, you know, right now we just want to build up and, you know, let's put in the work. If you love music, you want to invest in your music, you know, come to us. You know, we'd be happy to help you however, you know, recording sessions and mixing everything. Yeah.
Also, we'd like to special shout out to Studio 25. He's the one that is responsible for all Impulse Production graphic works, from Old Slugger to Astroflare to Dennis and the Station X.
I must say I'm extremely happy for you guys and congratulations for all your achievements so far. Just knowing how you guys started off singing and then you transitioned into producing, that's a really big move and bold move for young guys.
Thank you.
So continue the good job, right?
Thank you.
So guys, when we get back, Impulse Production are going to take us through the creating of some music. So stay tuned.
Sweetie, sweetie, sweetie. Must say your body find my girl and it dreamy, dreamy, dreamy.
At Impulse Productions, we use a couple DAWs, which is like digital audio workstation. And right here in front of me, I have Reason. This is in the track sequencer. This is the stems of the Astroflare rhythm. So what we do production in Reason, and what we will do, we will bring over the stems into other programs, being it Logic or FL Studio, and we will manipulate the songs and get different songs to put everything in one. So right here I have the breakdown. These are all the stems here that was created. So all was not created and reason. What we did, we brought over some of the samples because there was live drums included by King Jules. So here are some of the stems, and here is in the track sequence where we have some of the songs mastered from the Astro Flare.
The Astro Flare rhythm is a rhythm that never escaped our minds, no matter how much years pass. That is why we had to end up going back in it and trying to figure out what we do to better it. Every single year we was asking, okay, what we can do to better it. So I'm gonna run through everything right now. Right? Some things stay, some things had to stay. Like the melody is what gives you the feeling, the emotion, and so forth. The drums give you a bump, and make you want to move. And at first this rhythm was not called the Astro Flare rhythm, it was called the Supernova. Right? And if you look up the definition of supernova is the death of a star. So it's unreal, out of this whole thing, and you get that kind of outer space vibe from the time you hear the first of the instruments. So when you're making a beat, it's just about compiling different songs, but everything must complement one another, and so you keep maximizing the feeling until you can get where you want to be. So it's that kind of takeoff song. And then a very, very important element of the beat was the drums. Then vocals with it, and then you get the real gist of it, So I'm gonna try and pull up, let's say, the most popular track on the rhythm.
Impulse Greens. Hold your watch. Look, mess. Hold the bang the tongue, boy. Hold the bang the tongue. Play mess in the tongue.
So guys, we have come to the end of a very informative and inspiring episode. I just want to thank these two guys, two great minds, Impulse Production, for your guys' time and all the information that you shared with us today. Keep up the good work. We can't wait to hear what you guys have coming up for next year, hopefully. Alright? And ladies and gentlemen, I will see you next Saturday for another episode of Discover Fashion and Entertainment.
I know you want to play a mouse. Run up in the crowd, everybody know we frost. As we reach the party turn over, my squad do a honor. Only girl man I love her. Shawty leave me come over for me reach the party turn over. Drunk and never sober, massa weedy all over. What's your weird face? If you see, girl, if you see, if you see paint, if you see oil, if you see.